All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome week, which is called Ascent, Veterans Government Contracting Virtual Summit. And so I want to talk about that specifically. Let's just make sure all of my stuff is working in terms of my audio, my mic. Yep, looks good. It's got my iPhone here, not my MacBook. Hold on. Okay. All right. I think that's better. Wait. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Just checking my microphone, make sure everybody can hear me. So today we're talking about our event coming up for veterans. And I'm just checking my mic to make sure my sound keeps saying it's pulling from my iPhone. Yes, sir. Okay, sounds good. All right, perfect. Thank you so much for that, Brent. All right, good. So getting back to, I want to talk about our summit. I dropped the link in here to register. I just want to invite everybody to participate. This is an event. I want to answer any questions that people may have. So this event is not just for veterans. However, the theme is veterans because why? We want to showcase and feature our veteran success story, our veteran heroes as well. But just for those who may be thinking about registering or curious, the people that are speaking at the event are all veterans who've been successful at government contracting. So as you can see here, our first group up is Cesar Nadar from X Corporation Solutions and Michael Sanders from Interactive Government Holdings. Again, both regular speakers on panels at government events. And I would encourage you to look them up because Caesar's in the IT space, Michael Sanders does a lot of prime contract work, and so they have very distinct backgrounds. And what I would encourage everyone before they attend is to look them up, know a little bit about their business and what they do so that you can ask really good questions. Ryan and Jackson, I picked these two speakers because one, we're talking about selling products to the government. Jackson, founder of Black Box Safety, he actually is a recent Inc. award winner, but I got a chance to know him for the last 3 or 4 years at the VIB conference, and what he's done from starting from zero knowledge in the government contracting space to selling products throughout the state of California has been remarkable. Ryan Atencio, he has been helping and supporting GovCon Giants now for the better part of 2 years. He actually came onto my channel a few years ago and he discussed how to use the DLA program, but not DLA DIBs, DLA TLS, to take products and services and sell them to the government. And so he has a very unique approach for doing that, whereas he actually works with local bases, local installations, and he has you go on their base, figure out what they need, and then basically package it and put it together. And then our last group, Custom Construction World, Lisette Velez, she actually, she's got an incredible story as well, starting off, and she actually, when she was in the military, she worked in like the mechanical space, and then coming out and wanting to get into contracting as a construction company, she's quickly grown and excelled as well, and also a recent Inc. 5000 winner. And then Robert Swain, he's been crushing it as well, started out, and he was selling, I forgot the product he was selling, but it was something like awnings or shades. But he's got a great story where he went from that to doing some physical manual, like small projects, to now doing having a $10 million like long-term contract and bidding some $20+ million contracts as well. He's in the JP Morgan circle, and so he's been invited to speak at different events and panels. So I did want to introduce you to the 3 panels that we have. Lori Sale is going to kick it off with a keynote. And Lori, if you haven't already, thank you, Tammy, for saying that. It looks like my mic is not working. It keeps giving me it's giving me my phone money. I don't know why. I don't know why it keeps giving me this. Yeah, it's making me choose the mic from my phone. I don't know why. Hold on. Wait. It keep pulling mics. How about now? Is this better? Okay, that's better. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I don't know. It's pulling mics from my phones. Okay, good. Better. Thank you. All right. So do I start over? All right, so Lori Sales is going to open up with the keynote, and Lori Sales' business. She's doing. I won't say her revenue numbers, but she's in the eight-figure range, and Lori's business. A lot of her business has to do with placing people in positions. But what I like about Lori is she does also other things that are stuff that you and I could do, right? Meaning she does a lot of low hanging fruit items. She does not just staffing, but she also does event planning contracts as well. That's about 40% of her business. So she's going to come in because I've actually had Lori speak at a couple of my events. Very powerful woman, and she can say things that I can't say, particularly to women. Like she's very direct to the point about covering yourself up and selling what your skills are and not your looks. So I just love that about her authenticity and how she approaches it. Real quick, I'm going to drop in here the link again for people to register. Because I do want people to sign up and be aware. What we're looking to do is see if, just so you guys know, my intention behind everything that I do, I don't do things that doesn't have purpose. So my intention is to see how many people out here have an interest in the type of events like this that we're doing, and that way we can know whether or not we should be doing more of these or less of these events. So if you can, please, even if it's something that you might not can attend, I would sign up anyways because all the recordings will be available, all the replays will be available, and I want to, like I said, be able to show and demonstrate that there's a need for putting this on, right? Because if we don't see that there's a need, this is why this kind of things don't happen. So when no one participates or no one asks questions or no one engages, then when you find out, you go, well, why are they doing more of this kind of stuff? Because we didn't see there was a good turnout. So for me, I think that this is helpful because you can ask questions to them. Again, they're going to talk about how they started and their mission and things like that, but you can ask questions like, for example, how does some of your experience in maybe the civilian world transition, or how's your experience when serving, how did that help transition to now supporting the government, right? You can ask them what skill sets were overlapping. I can tell you Robert Swain, I know his story. But actually, both of Lisette and Robert were both injured. And I know Robert, he says that he's proud to say he was sitting home getting a crazy check. And then he decided he wanted to take action and take control of his life and take control of his destiny. And so that's when he decided to do government contracts. Things like that. I know that Lisette, no, you do not have to be a veteran to register or to attend. Okay. So no, you do not have to be a veteran to register or attend. This is open to everyone in the public, in the small business community. So again, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. But going back, I know Lisette's story, how she got started, and I know a little bit about her background. And I know that, and you can imagine it's not easy being a woman contractor, and I can't proclaim to know what that feels like. But anytime someone is different in an industry that's dominated by a different group of people, I can only imagine that it is not easy for them. I will drop the link back in here again. Here's the link. And let me do this since you asked questions. Whenever anyone has questions of us, here's our email, hello@govconedu.com. Here's a number. You can always just text us and ask for the stuff, and someone can text you right back. It's easier. Or send us an email. We can send you any information that you need. So I will leave that on the screen for people out here. So I did want to say that. And then, like I said, going back, Ryan, we had some testimonials at our conference recently where we've had people already leveraging what Ryan's skill set is to win contracts, taking products and services to the government. And so what Ryan teaches is very unique, which is if you are a veteran, now anyone could do this, but veterans typically still have access and CAT cards to military installations. So what Ryan teaches you is you as a veteran could go on a military installation, right? And you go to specific offices, ask them about some of the things that they're working on. They will tell you what they need pricing for. You go out, get the pricing, and then you can package it up to where you're the only person to sell that. Very, very high level stuff. But again, for people who have access to military bases and who have not decided upon a business to start, great way to begin. Jackson Dalton, I know his story from Black Box Safety. He started off trying to sell PPE stuff to prisons. And so for again, having access to just someone's journey and being able to ask them that, to me, is innovation, because we put you in a room with people who can save you hours, days, weeks, months. So at the very least, you can connect with them on a human level. You can say, hey, I saw you at this event. I was there when you spoke at Eric's event. Anyone who speaks at my events is down to earth people. Anyone who speaks at my events, they are willing to help, especially if you're another veteran. They're willing to give back. They wouldn't be doing this. I called these people last minute, and this was just a crazy idea I had. And I text all these people last minute. I said, hey, would you help me put together, I want to do a veterans event. Would you support it? They're like, yeah, Eric, whatever you need. Eric, yes, Eric, I'm in. Yes, Eric. And so I put this with last minute notice because I want to close out the year with something that I thought would be valuable and beneficial to people out here in the community. So that's why I did it. The link is in here, and I hope that many of you will attend. Is there any questions that anybody has? So these are the 3 sessions we're going to hold. But if there's any questions that anybody has that they want me to answer, and it doesn't have to be about the event, but that's the purpose I came on here. I did say I was going to stay here till about 6:30. I just want to make sure that people were aware that what was going on and they had the chance to register. And I don't want people to not have the opportunity to participate in something where I believe you can gain value. Thanks, Harold. I appreciate that. Someone says, is it free? Yes, it is free. Yep, free. So it will be, so Alex, yes, it's going to be live. We are deciding which platform. I think we're going to put it on the Zoom. The Zoom has an actual, like a webinar platform that we're looking at hosting it in that platform yet. So we still haven't decided, but for all those people registered, we'll let them know what we decide and what platform we use before the event goes live. It is going to be a live event, and it's free. So, how do we access or utilize gases, or are gases for government contracts? I don't understand that question. How do you get funding for a construction project? So, Owen, what we've done in the past is normally most people don't need funding for the full project. What I could say, I've suggested some things before. We work with a couple companies. I'll share them with you. So I work with a company called Mobilization Funding. So here, so I work with this company called Mobilization Funding. They actually do mobilization funding. They're specific to construction. So again, they're contract-backed loans or purchase order financing. So again, if you've got a contract, you see what this says right there. The early work on a construction project comes out on contractor pockets if you cover the cost without interrupting your cash flow. So I work with a company called Mobilization Funding. They help with that. Encore Funding, they do for all of you guys out here. Encore Funding actually, what they'll do is if you get a contract, they will fund the invoice. So they'll pay up to a certain percentage of invoice. And then Parabolis is the third person I would send you to that actually helps with financing government contracts. So those are some of the places that I work, but I would start off with mobilization funding as the first source. So I just answered the funding question for everyone out here. I have an account with liquid gas as well as, and I want to use that account for government contracts. Okay. Owen, no problem. I want to make sure that, look, I'm trying to make sure that people have the resources they need to be able to succeed. So all of the people that I just gave you, the 3 names, I know them personally. These are, you can use my name, Owen, when you talk to any of these people and say Eric Coffey referred you. I know the people very personally. So when it comes to air gas, like nitrogen, oxygen, and propane, I guess your question is, how do you get government contracts? Yeah, so essentially, for me, I would start off with doing the research using FPDS or USA Spending to figure out who buys those services. So that's the place I would start. Clinton Douglas is finding out who buys air gas, nitrogen, and where they're procuring that at. And then from there, you can essentially start targeting those customers. If you want, what I would say is, and a lot of people, hold on. If you're not already registered in Federal Help Center, that's our free platform where you can start it. And Clinton, we have a lot of webinars on different topics that you can join in our Federal Help Center platform, is where we have all of our community in there. So, what else? Anybody else? Cool. All right, well, listen, like I said, I just want to come on and talk about the event. Good job, JJ. I'll see you in there. Nice stuff. Owen, appreciate you as always. And yeah, hit the like button. Like I said, I didn't plan on being here a long time. Sorry about the microphone issues in the beginning, but like I said, wow, look at that. So Owen says, you motivate me to do construction and federal contracts. Since September, I've won 3 contracts. Hey, everybody give Owen a round of applause, man. Good stuff. That's legit. I really like that. So, well, now you need funding to get bigger, right? And now that you understand it, you have an idea. So hopefully you didn't get beat up too bad, Owen, and you made a little bit of money. And now let's help you get to the next level. So, and then, hey, when you want to, we'll bring you on the show and we'll do an interview with you and you talk about your experiences. That will help you get more promotion so more people can see you and then want to give you access to more opportunities. So I'd love to do it. You tell me, you reach out to us and let us know when you're ready. So, all right. All right, everybody, listen, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, as always, for supporting the channel. This is what we do it for. And hopefully more people could be like Owen and get some success. So big ups. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your holidays if I don't see you before the end of the year. But we're still pushing out content. I just interviewed the head of NSF today. I interviewed the SBA Mentor Protege Program 2 days ago. So we're going to have those episodes coming out. So look, I'm still getting people lined up to talk to you guys. And the more people that like the channel, subscribe to the channel, support the channel, then I can get bigger and bigger government people to come on here. In fact, I'm looking forward to getting some of the people in the new administration. Look, I'm shooting to get Elon Musk on here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm shooting for Elon Musk. So if I can, I'm gonna try to interview Elon Musk and the new Office of Government Efficiency, Because why? They said in politics, right? There's no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. So for all of the guys who may not be happy with how the election went down, just know that there's gonna be a lot of money spent with small businesses and corporations like ours. And so I would encourage you all to get in a position to get yours. I'm gonna say it like that. They're gonna be basically unloading the checkbooks, and everybody who wants a contract, everybody wants opportunity, will get one. So don't think negatively about the administration that's coming in, because they're looking for businesses and corporations to do the work. And in typical years, they've reduced the size of government and increased the size of businesses. And all of you listening to me are business owners. So if you are in a position that have competency, capability, and can do the work, you're going to receive and you're going to eat handsomely. So, all right. Thank you guys. As always, a pleasure.